Hello everybody and welcome to my 8-year anniversary video. 8 years, yeah, the time has come once again. A year has passed. Somehow, some way, I don't know, but it has, and it's January the 10th once again, which can only mean one thing. I'm here to give a ramble all about the past year, and the future, and all sorts of stuff about the channel. But yeah, hang on, wait, we'll just step back a bit. 8 years! It gets weirder every time, I'm sure. That number just keeps going up, and I'm still here. But yeah, 8. 8, that's a lucky number, isn't it, in China? 8, I just think, like, if someone was born when I first started and uploaded my first video, they're now going to be 8 years old. They're going to be a walking, talking, smelling, shouty, loud little brat of a child right now. Isn't that insane? But it's true. It's true. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm going to calm down. Stop thinking about annoying children that I see on the train all the time. No. I'm here. I've got my cup of tea. And yeah, let's get rambling. I call these videos specials, but this year I haven't really thought of anything special. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. This year, I haven't. This year's just going to be a bit of a ramble. Last year I did that sort of week of Bond videos. In previous years I've done montages and special edits and stuff. Nah, just a nice chat for this one, and hopefully not as long, because last year was like half an hour and I don't want to ramble for that long. We'll see though. But before we get into stuff about how the previous year went, let's plays and videos and channel stuff, let's talk about right now. Because hopefully you should see a difference simply by clicking on this video. The way it looks, my channel as a whole, my brand, if you want to call it that. I want to get this out of the way quickly because you may be wondering. I don't want to leave it till the end. But yeah, I thought for this 8-year anniversary, I guess this could be the special part of it. Oh, I don't know. I thought I'd go for a rebrand. Now, I don't like using the word rebrand. I don't like brand because it's not a business. This is just a hobby. But I've always liked design and the creativeness of the visuals for my YouTube channel. I did my uni degree as a design degree pretty much. And I work in design now. That's my job. So I've always liked to put more effort into the visuals and the logo and the, whatever. So I did one. When did I change? So I've had like the original pixely banana way back in 2012. Then at some point, I think it was around 2016, maybe 2016 or 15. I changed it slightly. I just tweaked it. I made it a bit more sort of modern, nice gradient on there and flatter and all that sort of stuff. And now it's time for another one. And yeah, you can see it right now. The banana is no longer very pixely. I've kind of smoothed it out. I've made it a bit more hand-drawn. Same with my name as the logo. Colours are sort of staying the same, but it's just a new style. Nothing major. Like, I'm not changing my name. I'm not changing the style of video I do. I'm not going to start becoming one of those loud, shouty, overly edited YouTube videos. Don't worry. I couldn't if I tried, but actually that's not true, but I don't want to do that. So the videos are staying exactly the same. It's just the look. And now there might be some places across the web that I forgot to update, so if you do, just ping me a message on Twitter. But I'm slowly getting there. I'm going to start uploading new logos and new headers and new banners and new outros and new intros and new whatever. Should be good. Let me know what you think. It is a bit different. But one thing, and I'll explain a lot more about my thought process into the redesign in a blog post. But keep on listening or watching, and I'll get into blog stuff later on. But one of the main reasons I really wanted to get a rebrand done is because you get bored of things after a while once you've seen them too much. And also, mainly, the font that I have always used since 2012 is this sort of very old computer-looking pixely font. I think it's called Print Character something, 21 or something, the font is I use. And I hate it, really. I've grown to hate it because it's a bad font and you can't really use it very much. I wanted to use a nice font, and then that sort of led me down to wanting to redesign everything. If I wanted to change font, and that wouldn't match the new thing, and that wouldn't work with that, and blah blah blah. So yeah, there's a new look. There's a new look for the channel and for me on the web, so to speak. I hope you like it. But yeah, like I said, do give some feedback. I've got some ideas for how I can sort of tweak it and make it fun and different, and we'll see. We'll see, I guess. But let's get on to looking back at 2018 for my channel. It's quite a good thing that these year anniversaries are placed quite near the early, like January period, because then it almost is just like looking back at the previous year. So yeah, how did 2018 go for me and my channel? Well, to be honest, positives and negatives, and I mean that both for the channel and also for me personally. 2018 was a fantastic year for me in many, many ways, and probably one of my best yet, I hope. But in other ways, it was quite a nasty year. There was some stuff that wasn't very nice, and me saying that, anyone can say that, right? Everyone has good years, bad years, and things in between. So yeah, I think for myself personally, 2018 was okay. For the channel, I think it was a bit... it wasn't a great year, I'll be honest. I was a bit lax. I was a bit lazy, if you want to put it that way, because I was looking up what to say in this video and what YouTube, what Let's Plays I did on YouTube last year. There weren't many. There weren't many videos. Video production rate and upload and everything has slowed down a lot in 2018. And for that, I sort of apologise, but I kind of don't, because I guess it just happened naturally. Life gets in the way. That's always going to be the case. I don't do this as a living. I'm sure most of you know that. So, yeah, there weren't as many videos this year. I hope that you enjoyed the videos that did come out, and let's get into some of those. First of all, I finished off the Let's Play for, or the re-Let's Play of Destroy All Humans 2. That was back in March 2018. Haven't really got much to say. I feel like I've said almost everything there possibly is to say about Destroy All Humans 2, but I did enjoy it. I think it's obviously other people have, because it's got good views. Not that I care too much about that, but it's good to see. It's good to see that people like it. Not the remaster, but the upscaling to the PS4 looked good, and it made the video quality much better. So I think it was a worthy game to re-Let's Play. And yeah, I'll always have a soft spot for Destroy Humans as a franchise. And that being said, I'm still not going to Let's Play Big Willy Unleashed. I'm sorry, people can keep asking it, but I'm not going to. The April Fool's video is all you're going to get, alright? So suck it. But yeah, that was back in March. I finished off Destroy Humans 2. Then there was also some Minecraft in the form of JFS, obviously. I'll get into the JFS Minecraft server in a bit, but I also did a series with Naxa and Joda. A little co-op Complete the Monument map called From Ashes, Reborn. And that was good fun. We did try and do a previous Complete the Monument, but it crashed because of redstone and we couldn't really progress any further. Selikin, that was what it was called. But this new one, this next one, From Ashes Reborn, that was good. Good fun. Not too difficult, but still a bit of a challenge. And it was just nice to play with the two of them. We should probably do something like that again in the future at some point. Oh, my monitor's just turned off. Come back. I need to read. But yeah, not really much to say about that again. It was a fun map. Go check it out if you haven't, if you're interested. I think I've said in the previous video that those Complete the Monument videos make for quite good background footage. I don't know whether that's an insult to me, Naxa and Joda. I'm sorry if it is, guys. But I just think they're quite satisfying videos to put on in the background, because sometimes we're just really tunneling our way through this tricky part of the map, and I can't really explain it very well, but yeah, that's that, From Ashes Reborn. Let's talk about JFS, because this is a big topic. JFS underwent a big change in 2018. It was a change that we all saw coming. It had to happen at some point, but it was big, and that was updating from Season 3 to a brand new map, Season 4. Now, I have been, in the past, very against a map reset. I've always thought it's a silly idea. If people want to play again, they could just go out really far, spawn in new land and start afresh, and it almost is like a brand new map. But by the end of Season 3, I felt like I'd wrapped up all the projects that I really wanted to. There was still some stuff left to do, but I was done. My last main project was the Llama City procedurally generated idea, and that was a success, I would label it. So I was happy to say goodbye to Season 3. The hundreds and hundreds of hours I spent on there. It was sad, but I made what I hope is some nice little roundup farewell videos. There was a 4-part series where I went back and toured the whole server and spliced in some clips and things, and yeah, that was nice. But then we moved on to Season 4. Now, what happened is, I feel like I haven't really connected with Season 4 very well yet. I say yet because there's always time. The problem is, they reset the map from Season 3 to Season 4 on sometime in July, kind of middle-ish July, mid to late July. That's fine, except bad timing for me because I was going on holiday to Canada at the end of July for 2 weeks. And 2 weeks isn't a big deal, but that meant that I was there for the big grand opening event, but then I played a little bit, but then I had to bugger off to Canada for a wedding, and I couldn't play for 2 weeks, and loads of stuff happened. You know, loads of people have ideas when it first starts, build stuff, get plans going, and I come back and I faff around for a bit, and I'm sorting out other stuff in life, and I don't play for a bit longer, and then I go on a bit more and a bit more. I log on maybe once or twice, and suddenly it's been like 3 months, and I'm like, crap, I haven't even made a video yet, and it's been up for 3 months. Before, I uploaded the video 3 days after the map preset for Season 3. And what that's meant is that I feel like I haven't really dug my teeth into Season 4 yet. Maybe it's because it isn't due to lack of ideas. I've got ideas, but maybe just lack of time, and also, sadly, a lack of activity on the server. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here. I don't want to be too miserable, but I did always think that a reset would bring less activity. It's bound to happen. Each time, people hope that when a reset happens for a Minecraft map, it will renew interest, and it does. It does renew interest, but that interest dies off. And sadly, what you get is the new people, or the people that were interested, they go away, and the people that were interested in the old map might not necessarily be interested in the new map because they wanted to stay. So then you get people that don't bother coming for the new one. So then you got, even smaller and smaller size of people to play. And it's not very active at the moment. I'd argue that the whole of the JFS isn't very active. But here's the optimistic. Here's the happy Joe. That always happens. That always happens. It happens every year. You can see, if someone plotted an activity graph throughout the past 5 years of the JFS, you would see it come and go, come and go. It's like the seasons. So it doesn't worry me. Not a bit. Sure, things may be quiet now, but it'll pick up. Things will happen. We'll get new members, which we still are, by the way. If you want to submit an application to join the JFS, you can. So yeah, that's the JFS. I haven't made as many videos on Season 4 as I'd hoped. I think I'm up to I'm up to episode 7 or 8, maybe. Not very much. Not compared to the 144 that I've made on Season 3. But that was like 3 years, 4 years. So yeah, never mind. That's pretty much it for JFS. We do loads of other stuff together as well still. We do building games and Race for the Walls and Overwatch and Golf and Mario Kart and quizzes and Jackbox. So we do loads of stuff, and I'm not worried about that. That's not going to go away, and I hope to continue uploading all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, okay, so that's JFS done. The only other Let's Play I did in 2018, really, like official proper Let's Play, was Day of the Tentacle. Another point and click, another LucasArts point and click. And boy, that was a weird one, wasn't it? That was a weird one. Enjoyable, but very, very random in places. I did have to look up a hint a couple times, I think, during that Let's Play, because I just had no freaking clue. But really interesting in terms of the visual style, very, very cartoony, and yeah, just the gameplay idea of managing 3 separate people and jumping between them, jumping between time zones, passing items between people. Yeah, it was a really good game. I really liked it, and it was nice to play the remaster. So you got the nice, clean, smooth graphics as well, just like the original Monkey Island and the second one as well. They were both remastered. So yeah, that was that. That was kind of all the big stuff that happened in 2018. There were some smaller things like Q&A videos. There were a few UHCs, but that's kind of with JFS, I should say. So there were UHCs. There were live streams. There were a few live streams, but I guess, yeah, let's talk about live streams. Why not? Why not? I'm just going to settle into my chair. There we go. I would like to live stream more in 2019. The bad thing is, I think I said that in 2018, and it didn't really pan out. I would, though. I really would. I don't know how this is going to happen. Sometimes I think I'm just going to need to force myself, which seems kind of counterintuitive. Surely it should be like you should want to do a Let's Play. You should try to... You want to go out there and play a game and interact, and I do want to do that, but sometimes you just need to really like properly kick yourself in the backside and make yourself do it. And I think once I'm there live streaming, it's fine. It's just a faff of setting it up and then thinking what to play and hoping people might turn up to actually watch, and then you can talk to them. So maybe I'll give myself a date for my first live stream of 2019. Maybe we'll do a Pam Valentine's Day live stream or something. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll ask you guys on Twitter, or I'll make a poll, or just leave it in the comments below. Do whatever you want. But yeah, there will be live streams this year. I don't know when. I don't know how many. But there will be. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? Oh dear, my tea is going very cold very quick. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's not very nice now. Oh, silly me leaving it too long. But anyway, let's get on to some other little bits to briefly discuss. I want to say briefly because we're already getting quite long. There are some things that I mentioned in last year's 7-year anniversary video that I said I'd do, and I didn't because I'm stupid and I'm lazy, like I've mentioned. I want to go over those, and hopefully there's something we can do this year instead. Those things are some sort of Halloween series. I said I'd like to do something about the history of horror, basically. Something to do throughout October, spooky Halloween month with some spooky themed videos. I did do a spooky video last year. I did that weird September game, but that was only a very quick thing just to say, hi, I'm still here. I would still like to do that history of horror thing and just look back at that sort of history, but it is tricky, and I think it's something I probably have to start doing now to make sure it's done on time. So there, that's a note to self there, Joe. Start thinking about Halloween. But I really do hope I can do it this year, because it's nice to branch out and do different stuff on the channel, which is kind of also related to the next thing, which I didn't do. I have done in the past, but I didn't do last year, and that was a Christmas Advent series. Many years ago, I think 2016 it was, I did the Simpsons Cartoon Studio snippets, little videos every day up until the 25th of December, just like an Advent, with weird, creepy, wacky cartoons, usually featuring a murderous, lawn-mowing Ned Flanders. I said I wanted to do a similar Advent theme, like a video every day until the 25th, last year, and I didn't. I ran out of time. Annoyingly, I went back and watched my 7-year video, and I say in it that I ran out of time, and it's annoying because I had an idea. I've now forgot whatever that idea is I said I had. I have no clue what it was, so now I'm going to have to rethink of another idea for an Advent. But it doesn't have to be much, I just do want to do one. It's good to have that sort of thing to look forward to and come back to every day. I really enjoy watching other people's Advent series. I watched, whose was it? Kadikarus, if you know who that is, a YouTuber. He did Advent of Bad Games last year. And Ashens and Dan Nerd Cubed also did a Advent of Opening Advents. They do it every year. And I love that stuff, and I'd like to do one myself again. Okay, and so on to the last thing I really want to talk about this video, and that is something I mentioned again last year, which was blog writing. I got started. I got started by making one blog post back in March, and then that was it. I never did anything else. I said I wanted to do things like, I don't know, stuff about games, lists, top 10s, top 5s, reviews, trips I went on, all sorts of stuff. And I did bugger all, diddly squat after that first post about the Simpsons games, which I'm really proud of. I really like that post, but there was no point me buying a whole blog template website and URL to put up one stupid post. I was an idiot and I was foolish. So this year, this is it. I'm going to force myself to make some. I've got a nice list now of some beginning posts, blog posts I can write, and I really hope that's something that you might be interested in. It's kind of like, I hope I write in the same way that I talk, because I want it just to be like you're watching a video, but you're not, you're reading. I do like reading blogs, and I'd like to make some interesting blog posts about things I might not necessarily want to make a video on. So just some very, very rough ideas. I'm not saying when these are going to come out, but they might come out in the future. Things like, I'd really like to do a blog about my my PS2 game collection. Something you probably could do on a video, but I'd like the idea of actually being able to write down my thoughts properly and where I got the game from, if I ever wanted to use it for a Let's Play or just play it in general. I've got quite a good PS2 collection now. It's growing. I mean, I've been growing it since I started this Let's Play channel, so plenty of games to show off and give a little bit of my thoughts about. Other blog posts could be stuff like, what was it? My collection of Simpsons books or collection of Bond books. I've got quite a decent collection of both. Even stuff like, I don't know, favourite rides at Disney, something silly like that. But I just want to write more. I explained in my last year's video that I sort of miss writing, and I want to use the blog as a reason to write stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. And also, like I mentioned earlier in this video, I think the next post I'm going to make is sort of a bit more in-depth as to how I changed my rebrand, how I came up with a new idea, my little rough drawings, stuff like that. Just a little post about, my thoughts behind my new design and stuff. So if you are interested, check it out. It's a very simple URL. It's called muck.blog. There'll be links in the description. There'll even be a link now at the end title, outro card. So that's going to be updated. So yeah, check that out there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it now. Wow, I can't go over 8 years. I've got to say the same thing I say every year because I still do mean it, and I really do, and I hope most of you know that. Hopefully I'm not being too soppy here, but I really do mean it in saying thank you to everyone who leaves a nice comment or interacts with me on Twitter or a live stream or thumbs ups a video, likes a video, anything like that. Whatever it is, any small way, it really does mean a lot, because just opening my phone randomly when I'm waiting on a train station and seeing a comment or thinking of a cool idea for a video, and you'd be like, oh, that'd be a fun thing to make for people to watch. It really does make the day more fun in tiny, tiny little ways. And I can come back and ramble away in front of a microphone, which I'm doing right now, obviously. It's kind of weird. I'm literally talking into this big, round, metal piece of tech full of microchips and stuff, and yet here I am talking to really people across the world. Isn't that insane? It's kind of cool to take a step back and realise that. But now I'm getting silly. I need to round this up. So again, massive thank you. I hope you have enjoyed all the videos that have come out last year, and I have got a good note to end on, and that is, last year kind of sucked in terms of video output, but let's start off 2019 a bit better, shall we? So starting, I think, on the 13th of January, you'll realise why that date when the video comes out. I'm going to start new Let's Plays going, and Let's Plays being plural. Let's get some proper series going now and some video output. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get a bit of a schedule going. I've always lambasted schedules in the past for being too strict, and they constrict creativity. But I'm going to give it a little try and see what it's like to try and stick to a schedule. It may fail horribly, and if it does, so be it. But I'm going to give it a shot. So yeah, starting the 13th of January, there'll be videos coming out. I'm not going to give them away. I'm not going to be sneaky. But hopefully you enjoy them all. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. Do I need to say thank you again one more time? I am going to. Thank you one more time. Any comments you want to leave down below, suggestions, feedback, whatever, please do. And here's to another year. I'll be here before you know it with my 9-year anniversary. But let's enjoy 2019 first, shall we? Yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.